Breaking news Eban said Sammy Gyamfi at the court cases soon could Mabusia and Maganzen. Sammy Gyamfi press screens were the Beko Command the details and answer the reason behind this case warning. What says Sammy Gyamfi wins at the Court of Appeal in defamation suit brought against him by my Topoku Prepe Nebusia. Nina said 2022 Sammy Gyamfi a press conference alleged and Simbi or no Ekasan from the horses of the Baba would take details and 7 church in Tema and 7 in a copy court. Then 7 copy high court. High court the Assemno Edema and a high court to Boa Semitiano say on man 500,000 damages Ghana cities damages to a year my Chopoku Prempe. And as a media fit to an among adding essay of Fale assembly the appeals court. Then 9 adding appeals court at Tia Seminole. Na Sammy Gyamfi away no reverse the previous judgment court no Edinburgh tia because Sammy Gyamfi na from the horses home church asem enye defamation asem na all kano wanka asem bia so de gus yewura na Chopoko Prempeh but ono na mistake asem no carry ne ko high court na high court bu 500,000 Ghana cedi damages na bushon waka say one lawyers be file asem no wa appeals court na no mfale ne day 3 years ago, that's 2022, as I made home common. Now, high profile defamation case. Now, sure, Nina said the Court of Appeal Quasitan, Sammy Gyamfi, Edin Konim, a was a stay tuned, stay on your mission, and your case, go tea on one Casanum. 3 years ago, and summer, I didn't go pay more high court or no alcohol appeal and what is soon going to be a schedule medina like stay tuned.
Yeah, Danyamia say, and na monitor proceedings from the High Court here in Accra. Defamation suit be our energy minister now, then or education minister Eddie Eko Etiao. And na after 3 years, na judge na the ruling about a final damage 500,000 Ghana cedis plus a public apology. Any day, me just say now court and OG ruling is saying.
Obi Yampa, and then I could pay more cost because then an high court affixed to deliver the judgment on that defamation suit. They said the okay, I can't want someone for the last 3 years. I will court. I don't see. I could PM say this was the decision of the court. I mean, I was not really surprised, but all the MNM lawyers demanded and they say you didn't the certified true copy of the judgment. Now, it to me as steady. Now, I know it me I file an appeal any other processes able to me they challenge the decision of the High Court. It's Ghana and Bremua. Course, I hold on a woman, so. And when she said, Assembly could pay High Court. Now, courts need you now, bonus one. Who are quite totally peace of now, the Court of Appeal and or more man attending in and so, under the circumstances, that is the option available to us. And we intend, or let me say, I intend to exercise that option. Fortunately, so no, my lawyers and me against it. It is a decision, but I will say a challenge because we are doing a dance here. You the two courts in any minute. And Yadia court on a share that dance here. The court on a share a dance here now. And can it be more? Why I dream, even if I was saying court in a different from the decision the court arrived at.
And in him say in defamation suits, truth is a defense. And the moment dance here was to establish the truth in the claim. Who make here at that press conference, Anna?
The defense, my meeting, I can say, two levels.
Okay.
The first defense, the first argument, was that as someone member of parliament for Menchia South, Semaka, Amanagun Hufin. Or Yaya Dream, and Yasamwa Agun Hufin. Because, and yet, family, the statement itself, in our opinion, is not defamatory. That's a statement complained of. It's not defamatory or capable of defamatory meaning. And you're not explaining, and I say, Sebi, previous, Manoda Suminaso. Sammy Gyamfi, Uncle Genesis MP, so Uncle Kase, MP for Menchia South or your comfort, and our good you, and our pocket Napo. Sammy Gyamfi and Kadiviasa. A press conference, and yeah. Canada, my one, Nipaboni food in Cocket Napo Kumase. Abekaya, June 2019, baby, the police watching 90 defer Omona, Omushi Mutese, Omoshe, kidnapping Lechi. And Numunuso MPP, in paying for being one sentimental. The say Chama wound to me, no, nay, Omokasa Mapu Nibicase. That my one I kidnap woman, a NDC, Yabano Denny, Samuel Futampo for the church, and then sent degree. You see, yeah, press conference to set the record straight. A month here, Yachio, no money NDC for Omuni, a national chairman will be there. Omuni a person in the track here. But rather, no, a dance here will say, Omu MP for. And may the dance anybody to jar a man be. MPP programs are no more attending MPP in Yema or Mashen or Facebook wall. Eddie be dances on the MPP for. Now, the council in Yemuno, do be a cafe. A man tell you back home leader, a friend of Sedu, MB, you know, in the local Sedu in back. Or ye, errand boy, Emma Menchia South MP, and say a body papa for bidding car. And Nona, honorable member of parliament for Menchia South Cafe, a good hooky. In the year defense was that, here comes the work at Napo. We are just showing that these people are connected to the NPP. And so if we say that, Asumesi, and I have been saying, errand boy, how is that defamatory? Here comes you sponsor his activities, or you participate in his activities, or you facilitate in his activities. And the statements we made in that press conference were not directed at you. We are directed at this Sidu Imba. That was our first defense. And now, yet was so called the second level. Court so no honorable member of parliament say they are kind no a defamatory some will be good in who fear and they are not a defense and they say last time no no crystal do and until truth was the second leg of our defense. The fact that that statement complaint of is true was the second leg. And your court apart from Yamadan and my friend dance me. I a friend of Mafuz Jibril. I'm a little bit dear dance here. Ebe to Sasa no say ampa watna menchia pomfie bebre na unim sa abrantie na a friend say die na unim say o kamrantia honorable member of parliament back constituency wa omone ne nanse o cite issue of beer see in 2012 man be a public matter with ha and I'm so proud police to invite your honorable member of parliament to turn no but transcend the point that ampa on that day now man be to share no so I more attack no na sa see doing ba no e ka ho bia now on the honorable member of parliament in the nam and the ekeka it is na dance there will be there no and we thought that you're leading evidence at the approval assembly. And if court will cry because on near Nadia, we're expecting that courts will not consider the substance of the testimony of the witness. Now I check why that testimony, and if there is any inconsistency in that. But already judgment now. My Lord kind of say, I don't see any idea cry. Obi in a so a decision because a brand here no a can't send me. It is a near and for Frau when I dance the card muno a bobra. And when she on you basically that was it. And yeah,
on your credible witness.
Exactly.
More like
that is it. And one on emuye rem kaka boy have him this and train. So because we're in the man my Lord Casa or say a branch and a dance the card muno. Or can say what's not mention south. The light muna. But over the house address war the witness statement address war sipe any mention south. And no a branch and kind of crowd. The dance will be year about 2012 or tiny baby. Honorable MP ne mrantie echo rounds mrantie na no mudi le chibi eni ni nya katakasa obeto share no so trip no o chese na si be ka ho eni de keka ho na court na nti na court no arrest ni na on the ground say wa for caste watena they share all his life by the house number what the witness statement so no e sipa any no share so. And we thought that under cross examination, a branch a church has because lawyer for the plaintiff, it be Sam. Also, what's the name? She has now house address. We see the person who mentions out. A branch didn't say, and say, mention out, and your woman, one year to tell me, one number which you feel or born the house number in the BBR. I said, more meeting one dance and it's C 2012, and I mention out number. But in recent time, you see fake akabi or new site. Maybe Dima grow a woman she has out. And you know, you are some committee with the Aquapoda. And Untina lawyer Bisa and the family house number Mao, maybe she paid the amount. But Obi and say, we will fearful for a woman she has out. Matanawa, see catch face, see no need to honor what's now. Someone will do one dance, so see, and I want to and see how this issue about will be house number can lead the court to the decision that the entire evidence of that witness, who was the only witness I called, entire evidence will not be considered by the court in ascertaining the truthfulness or otherwise of statements now in making here. Okay. And Obi, as I'm with see na branch in one dance, so say the someone a dance be any with see as I'm sure for I will come when in our public share. Google 2012. And it's not anything see mention south. A branch be a friend of my Fuji bro. If you can no people and man that on the story is there on graphic online, on my job online, several publications on it. So, in the face of all these evidence, which were before the court, we are the humble and respectful views. And Nadia attention
okay, when for me, the basis from your appeal, no, when you eventually file.
I can say, from where I stand, even though I'm a lawyer, in this case I'm the client.
Yeah.
But from where I stand and with what I heard in court from the reading of the judgment, this for me would be a major ground of the appeal. But there are other issues, about how my Lord arrival at the decision, and even the damages. That how he assessed the damages and arrived at that 500,000 damages, maybe a one. Because you said send ambranity no ankosa.
Okay.
And when yenya certified true copy no of the judgment in Nameboa by China. My lord, they say I read the letter by China. Over the weekend, I believe we'll be able to study it in detail, and by Monday, Tuesday, file the necessary processes to challenge the
if the because say file appeal now, I don't know, and me kind will first official reaction on your Facebook page, you alluded to the fact that you would also stay the decision of the High Court. It is if the stay is not admitted by the Court of Appeal now, not just now you find a plaintiff also enter judgment. You would have to go by the judgment because it will be standing against you.
Of course. First of all, if we decide to file a stay of application, and speaking to my lawyer, and will be my more the lawyer DJ Kamakula about 2 years for his time, his sacrifice, and all the support he has given me, throughout the process. And he said, after studying it, we decided that in addition to the appeal, we should file a stay of execution, which we are all inclined to as we speak. We have to file it first of all in the High Court now, my judgment.
Yes.
That's the rule. And when it is refused, like it happens in most cases now, you have to then repeat it in the Court of Appeal. If the Court of Appeal refuses, that is not the end of the matter. The appeal will still be pending.
Sure.
So, but what it means is that for the time being, the judgment of the High Court stands and must be complied with.
Yeah.
And also, nobody is above the law, including Sammy Gyamfi. So if we get there, and that is the situation, we will comply with the court order. The court is saying we will pay. The court is saying render apology. I will do so. That will not be media was like I don't think it should be an issue. What do you say? But one thing is clear on my part. This is a matter that I'm determined to pursue with logical conclusion. May you've known me. We've done a Juma where if I say something about somebody and I am confronted with contrary facts. Now, they will say, we have not been fair to the person because the facts show something different. I am humble enough to reach out to the person or to use a very medium. May they can't ask them to retract and apologize to that person. I've done that on a number of occasions. But where what can't them? As I know, what can I know? And young them, Bonnie, dia what can't do be so. Somebody is alleged to be your errand boy. Now, you even try reaching out to the person who, at some point you had some relationship with. You see how the matter could be settled out of court. Not I will say he will pursue the matter. Now you pursue matter, now another be drew her. I dance for them, and yet you say the Nipa no baby a dance here of course. I mean, there are other things that I wouldn't want to discuss at this stage. And my who say say the asana now kind one can in the body so, but there's something now kind there is basis for it. Now Nipa ne say change what who feels and she called to more cow when you say it is not something that I would want to live at this level. The law allows us to go all the way to the Supreme Court, even to the review panel of the Supreme Court. If at some point we even have to comply with the High Court order, whilst we pursue those other appellate actions, you can trust that you're there. To